back in my room. Fucking Shabazz got camera shy. She didn't want to do the video with me. So I ended up dubbing the whole thing. But went to the DFAC, linked up with my boy Kelly, Petty, Anthony, shout out to all of them, Mosary, Jose, everybody from Restriction, got to see everybody. But really the whole point of today was to make a video about Bootcamp. Like, just kind of give y'all a little bit of insight about Bootcamp. I feel like when I was about to join the Navy, I was doing a lot of research, like watching a lot of YouTube videos, trying to figure out like exactly what would I be getting myself into? Because you know the way they make the Navy seem and the way they make Bootcamp seem, it's kind of like how it is, but then at the same time it's kind of not how it is. So I'm gonna just finish this vlog off by just giving a little bit of insight on Bootcamp and just kind of giving some truths to Bootcamp, like some things to watch out for, some things to expect, and some things to know. All right, so first thing I'm gonna say is like the first thing to expect from Bootcamp is you're gonna be getting screamed at from the very beginning. Like the second that you step off the bus into the building where Bootcamp is held, people gonna be yelling at you off the get-go. Like just immediately, it's gonna be like a conditioning type of thing, like a mental conditioning to instill in you the right principles and the right type of programming you need to be a SAS sailor per se, right? You're gonna get off the bus, hey, get out of right, you don't want, stand right here, toes on the line. You got 10 seconds to take off your jacket and all your clothes. Not all your clothes, but like, I came hold on. I came in the wintertime, so we had like layers of clothes on. So not literally all your clothes, but it's like your jacket, take everything off. Like 10 seconds, you got 10 seconds to take everything off. Take all your jacket off, just get into your t-shirt and your pants, whatever pants you got on, whatever. Then you're gonna be like, all right, you got a cell phone on you. You got 60 seconds to make a phone call, let your family know that you're here, you made it safe. Boom. And if you don't do these things, like if you're not meeting these times, like they saying, like it don't matter that you just got there, like they gonna start blasting you immediately, like get on board. You're gonna stand around a lot that night, like you're gonna stand around a lot that night, and you're just gonna be standing around doing a lot of nothing. It's just like just waiting around, just basically just pretty much just doing nothing, just standing around trying your best not to get yelled at, and you're gonna be like real nervous and shit because you don't really know what's going on. You don't really know what to expect. You don't really know what's gonna happen next. It's just like you standing there and all of a sudden, boom, you get an order, right? And this is something that they don't tell you. This is something that's super important, because this is like, I feel like this automatically like just kills like at least 30% of the people's spirits when they get there. You don't sleep for like the first 32 hours that you are at boot camp. And you're gonna get there, I got there at night. I think that's how it typically goes. You're gonna get there at night and you're gonna stay up all through the night doing all this miscellaneous stuff, like this basically is check-in stuff, like piss tests, this, that, getting your PT gear, getting the Smurfs, like getting this stuff that I got on right now. You're gonna get to see your first day, because this is what you're gonna be wearing when you first get there, you feel me? You stay up all night. And then as soon as you finally like get into your division, the division is like your group. Like there's gonna be male divisions, there's gonna be some all male divisions, some all female divisions, some integrated divisions with male and female. I was in an integrated division. And then there's gonna also be some special divisions. These are called 900 divisions, which I was also in the 900 division. And this is if like if you can sing, if you've done drill, if you know how to play an instrument, you can be a part of these special 900 divisions, whatever. So by the end of the night, you finally get into your division, you start to see about who you're gonna be, doing your thing with, whatever. And then you're thinking like, okay, smooth, cool. We about to go to our compartment. This is where you're gonna be sleeping at. This is where you're gonna have all the beds at and everything. We're gonna go to the compartment and then we're gonna get some rest. No, you're gonna get to the compartment and then your first day starts and you still haven't slept yet. You're gonna go eat chow. You're gonna eat chow in the morning. Chow, that's an important word that you should keep notice of. Chow, that's what they're gonna call all the meals. You're gonna have chow basically every 6 hours at boot camp. Every 6 hours, it's like for sure every 6 hours. breakfast, lunch, dinner. So you're gonna have your first child, you're gonna eat breakfast. You're gonna come in there, y'all gonna all be in y'all Smurfs. It's like we call it Smurfs, it's the PT hoodie and the sweatpants. This is what they're gonna give you. But I mean, if y'all come in the summertime, y'all probably may not get to, y'all might not wear that. Y'all might end up be wearing this the whole time. You're gonna get into the chow hall, you're gonna see all these other people, they already been there. Y'all gonna be looking crazy though, cause y'all gonna be looking sleep deprived, and nervous and scared, looking around, y'all ain't gonna know anything. Y'all gonna come in there, you're gonna eat. And then you're gonna have a whole first day where, you know, the first week is pretty much all like, what they call it, P days. They call it P days, processing days. So you're just doing a whole bunch of miscellaneous like paperwork and this and that, just to get fully checked in, right? Off the get-go though, I mean, in my division, we had people quitting. We had somebody quit in the first week. We hadn't even done anything yet. Like we never even got beat or anything. And beat is another word that you want to look out for, and it's something that you don't want to. It's something you don't want to have happen to you. You feel me? Beat is basically where you about to get just relentlessly worked out, no breaks for doing something wrong or as punishment. Basically, this is your punishment. This is what they use to kind of like, basically like get you to follow all the rules. You feel what I'm saying? So we had people quitting and leaving before we had even gotten beat. We still in the P days. We hadn't done anything. In the P days, all you do is sit around your compartment and just sit around all day. Just, you're not doing nothing. Well, it's not really sitting. I mean, this is something that you should also come to expect and know about boot camp. You're gonna be standing up a lot. Like, you're gonna be standing up all the time. I mean, like, you up like 16 hours a day or something like that, and you're gonna be standing up pretty much the whole day. There is no sitting down. Unless you go to the classroom. Sometimes you will go to a classroom where you are getting instructed about some different type of things. But other than that, you stand up all day. Come to expect that. Get used to that. Get ready for that. So, past P-Day week, finally towards the end of P-Day week, you get your actual RDCs, Recruit Division Commander. This is the person. These are the people who are going to be directly overseeing you in the group of people in your division. You're gonna get introduced to them, and then, you know, once that week is over, that's when it's go time. That's when it's literally like you're gonna start being able to get beat and all that stuff like that. What's up, my boy? So I'm making a YouTube video about boot camp.
Oh.
So after P days, yeah, once you get into the regular thing, it's gonna be now. Maybe boot camp is like 10 weeks, right? 10 weeks, right? You got a new one?
And this is for you.
This is for me?
Yeah.
No way.
Because I didn't like the flavor.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Now boot camp is 10 weeks, so then you're gonna get straight into basically like a full blown out schedule. Every day is pretty much mapped out. Like almost every second of the day is mapped out. And slowly but surely, like the days go on, and it starts to become more, you know, eventful. But in the beginning, it's very dreadful because it's so brand new. It's very long days. In the beginning, it's very boring. Like, you're not really doing much fun stuff. You're not really getting into any of the like crazy, like interactive type things. You're just basically learning how to basically turn yourself into a SAS sailor. You have things like the what is it called? The RDC assessment? What's the first thing you do in the beginning? What's the
RDC assessment?
Yeah, the RDC assessment. Basically, where it's like your first conditioning to your first physical assessment. Basically, it's like a lot of people don't even make it past this part where you got to do a very basic level of physical conditioning to see if you are even like eligible to be a sailor physically. And you do like push-ups, plank, and what's the thing called when you run back and forth? Pacer test. And this thing called a pacer test, where you run back and forth in this big gym, and you basically got to do like a certain amount of back and forth in a certain amount of time. And this is like, listen, no, like, okay, this person is physically fit enough to be trained to be more fit, or physically fit enough to be a sailor, or not fit at all where they can't be a sailor. So make sure if you guys are really serious about being a sailor that you know, do some working out and stuff before you actually get in the Navy, because they are gonna put you to the test. Now, past that, right in like week 2 or 3, it's gonna get into the next thing that holds a lot of people up, and this is the swim test. They're gonna throw you off this big old plank right into the deep water, and you gotta swim far distance, not hella far, but it's kind of far. A lot of people, some people never pass the swim test and they can't even leave boot camp because they can't do the swim test. If you fail the swim test, you're in luck. Like if you, I don't know why this happens, but people join the Navy and they can't swim. Okay, so no big deal. You join the Navy, you can't swim, you fail the swim test. Like people jump in the water, they're drowning immediately. They get helped up, they fail. Right? They put you into the swim class. You got to go to the swim class twice a day, every day until you pass the swim assessment. And this can be like the entire time of boot camp. If you never learn how to swim, then you can't leave. That happens in like week 2 or 3. From there, you like just doing more like basic stuff, like learning about the chain of command, learning about like your general orders. These are like things that are basically like supposed to be like not laws, but like kind of like things that are the standard in the Navy that you're supposed to know. And you get tested on this stuff a lot, and you start doing things like bunk assessments, and you, like they teach you how to fold your clothes and how to make your bed, and you're constantly getting tested on that type of things. And depending on who your RDCs are, it's gonna be like depending on how much you get beat. Like I know some male divisions who were getting beat 2-3 times a day, every single day. I was in a 900 division where our RDCs didn't beat as much. Now me personally, I got beat quite a bit because I was just, you know, I am who I am. I got beat quite a bit, but overall our division didn't get beat that much. But depending on your division, where you come in, who you with, who your RDCs are, it can change everything for you. Now, once you get past like week 4 or 5, it does start to get a little bit more fun. You start to, you know, you're past that stage where you're like, these people who I live with are strangers. It's more getting to the point where it's like, okay, these are the people who I'm in here with, that I live with every day. And you guys start to get a little bit closer, and then the things you start doing get a little bit more fun too. Like you start getting towards like the firefighting and the shooting and the mooring lines, where that stuff is like way more interactive, and it's more like team based, and it's like, you know, you put your whole division to the test to see how good you guys can work as a team, and you get graded on this stuff as well, and you get just like assessments for these things as well. And of course, when you like in boot camp, there's like a kind of like a underlining competition that's happening with all the divisions for like best division. So these team assessment things that you're doing, they get put on like a point system, and basically the best division is crowned. Like there's like a crowning of the best division. So it gives all the stuff that you're doing besides just learning it. It gives it kind of like a competitive spirit attached to it that makes it a little bit more, you know, compelling to do. But once you get to that part, like that stuff is fun. Like the firefighting, I'm gonna put a picture that someone took of me that I have. Someone sent me of me doing the firefight, and that stuff is fun. Like you fighting a real fire, live fire. Like it's pretty lit. Shooting, it's nice. You're gonna get graded on how well you shoot. They're gonna give you a nice ribbon if you actually can shoot. Like, you know, I was a shooter before the Navy, so this was no problem for me. I was kidding. I'm actually really opposed to guns, not gonna lie. I don't like guns at all. And I've only been to a gun range one time. Somebody took me for my birthday. So when I first got to the shooting part, you do, like, you practice first. Like, they teach you how to like break a gun down, how to unload it, how to reload it, how to put it back together. They teach you how to do all this stuff. And then you practice with a fake gun first in the classroom. Then you go to an action shooting range and you practice with like a gun with a laser on it. And I did terrible. The first time I did terrible. Like I was holding the gun too close. I was holding like this. I'm thinking this is, you know, Call of Duty. I'm doing terrible. I would never got no ribbon. But when I actually got to the live fire one, I had just kind of just locked in. And even though I wear glasses and I didn't wear them when I was doing my live fire, I did really good, and I actually got a sharpshooter ribbon. I was pow, 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 pow. I was knocking them out. Like, not gonna lie, I was really like a sniper in there. But after that, you get the more lines. That's pretty fun, and all these things are preparing you for basically it's like the big event of boot camp. It's something that a lot of people always kind of know about but not really know nothing about. It's called battle stations. And the reason why you don't know anything about it is because they actually make us sign like a non-disclosure form. So you like not allowed to talk about it. Like, you're not allowed to say anything about it. You can't say anything about it. And I get it why you can't, because it's like there's a lot of shit that goes on during battle stations. pretty long night of very like continual events that you could definitely ruin the experience for somebody if you told them about it. So I'm not gonna tell you guys about it either, but it's very cool. It's like the fucking culmination event of boot camp. It like brings everything together and it kind of like tests you personally, mentally, physically. Like it puts everything you learn in boot camp all into one experience, and it's yeah. And then after that, it's like you're pretty much done with boot camp. After that, it's like that's like about around like week 7, week 8. After that, you're pretty much done. And then now that they extended boot camp to like 10 weeks, the last 2 weeks are like this thing they call life skills, where it's kind of like preparing you for like what life is gonna be like on the fleet, learning about stuff like credit and like just life skill stuff. Like it's really just a waste of time. I'm not gonna lie, it's just a waste of time. You just really just are just BSing and like go to computer lab. Like we were in the computer lab like every day at that point. And people sneaking on Instagram and checking their email and doing all type of wild stuff. But it's called life skills and it's just whatever. And then if you're in a 900 division like myself, the last couple weeks, what you actually do at the end is you're doing the performances for the graduating classes. So I end up actually being a part of I think 4 graduations. I was in the choir. I was in the boot camp choir. So I performed at 4 graduations, including my own. So on Saturdays and Sundays, no, just Saturdays. On Saturdays, instead of doing what like the regular divisions do, like whatever it is they do, I don't even know because I was in the 900 division. I don't even know what they did on Saturdays. But what we did was we go to the drill hall. What did you guys do on Saturdays?
Marching.
Okay, so he says they did marching, like they outside maybe sometimes, yeah, drill hall sometimes, just whatever, lame stuff. But what we would do is go to this big drill hall, and it's fun. It's because like a lot of people in there. It's like the band's in there, the choir's in there, the drill team's in there, and basically like you just get to talk and play around and have a good time with everybody who's in there. And also, if you're in a 900 division, the regular divisions, I think they have 3 drill assessments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have 3 drill assessments, and they have 2 towards the end of the year. If you're in a 900 division, you will not have to do the last 2 drill assessments. Now that does like it could hurt your chances to win the what's the flag called?
Battle E.
The Battle E flag. That's what the flag is called for the best division, the Battle E flag. It can hurt your chances because you won't have a chance to like have a high score. You just get the same score that you got for your first drill assessment attached to the second 2 as well. So it could hurt your chances, but for like day-to-day wise, it makes it much easier. And like Sundays is like the day for churches. You actually get like the whole morning off where you could just chill in the compartment, shine your boots, whatever, talk, chill, whatever, go to church, whatever it is you're into. But other than that, that's kind of like how boot camp goes. The things that I think are important for you guys to know is some key terms that you guys want to watch out for. Like I said, getting beat, something that you want to stay clear from. That means that you're about to get smoked. Like they're about to work you out nonstop, no water break until you like literally crash. Like our first time that our division got beat, and this is like the day after P days, like the first day our RDCs were all there. This dude, he was like screaming and crying. The workout wasn't that bad, but it was the first time we had got beat, so it just was like they trying to put their foot down, really make it like this is the Navy. This is the Navy. But you watch out from here. You hear this phrase, you got 30 seconds to hydrate. That means you're about to get beat. That means like literally go drink some water right now because you're about to get beat for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, hour, whatever they decide. Asthma. You want to stay clear from getting asthma. That means that you're about to get sent backwards. Like if you get asthma, they're going to take you from the division that you're in and they're going to move you backwards. So you're going to have more time added onto your boot camp. Like there's some people who get asthma multiple times and they end up being at boot camp for months and months and months instead of being, just the 10 weeks. What else? What else do you want? What other key terms that I think of? Toes on the line. That's like like RDC will call that out whenever it's like about to be an assessment, or they want you to stand at attention. Stand at attention is something you should think of as well. Stand at attention, basically you need to stand up straight, hands down on your side. Can't speak, can't say anything. This is like you need to listen to what the order is and follow the command. I don't know. I can't think of much else. All I can say is, you know, if you guys are doing your DEP program, take it serious and like do your best to like start to learn the chain of command and the general orders and stuff like that. Because me personally, I only had like a month to prepare for the Navy. I only went to the DEP office one time, and it's only for like to fill out some paperwork. So I never got any training on like the chain of command or the general orders. And you are gonna get tested on that stuff. If you're an E1, you pass the DEP test in the beginning of the boot camp, you have a chance that you can get advanced to E2. So you guys definitely, you will have a chance to study for it in boot camp. The boot camp time I had to study was actually enough for me to pass. But it would have helped if I learned it prior to coming to the Navy, which you do have a chance to, depending on how long you go through the DEP program. So keep that in mind. Know how to, pay attention to how all the things are folded and how you're supposed to keep your rack and how you're supposed to keep your bed, because that stuff's going to be getting assessed a lot, and it's going to really like play a factor into the attitude of your RDCs. And other than that, for my people who have integrated divisions, have fun, but don't be dumb. Like, you guys are gonna sleep in different rooms. You're gonna have plenty of time to talk to the other people, but don't do anything stupid. Because I'll be real with you, there's people who, they get away with doing crazy stuff, but it's not smart. Because a lot of people try that stuff and they get caught. And I'm not gonna tell you guys where or how these people do it. Y'all can figure that out for yourselves when y'all get there. But just be smart. It's not worth it. It's not worth getting in trouble. It's not worth, possibly losing your Navy career just to have a little bit of fun. Once you get to A school, like where I'm at right now, where I just finished, which I'll make another video about that a little bit later, you have way more freedom. You can do a lot more stuff, and it's a lot more turns. So just wait your turn and just play it smart, man. But that's it for this video. I think that's a pretty good amount. If there's any other questions, definitely drop some comments in the comment section. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and I'll be for sure to give y'all some more scoop. Like, A school is really where it's at. This is where you want to go, especially if you consider being a corpsman. This is the place to be. This command is nice. It's a very nice command. It's strict, but it's a lot of fun to be had here. And corpsman obviously is like the best rate that you can go. So let me know. Make sure you guys subscribe. Good luck to everybody joining the Navy or joining the Air Force or the Marines or the Army. Choose wisely, because it does make a big difference. And you guys enjoy it. Good luck.